What is going on, you guys? My name is Spider64, and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 1/64 scale diecast review. And here for today's 1/64 scale diecast review, we're going to be here today to have a look at and review at a brand new Winner Circle diecast here, folks. So yes, I have been able to get my hands on some of these Winner Circle diecast. Well, this is the only other one that I got from this wave, this being wave number 4 of 2024. But yeah, so anyways though, we are here today to do a review on here today. We're going to be having a look at here today at Ross Chastain's number 45 Darlington Truck Series race win version. All right, so yes, we're here to have a look at a Ross Chastain Truck Series win. So this is going to be a really cool diecast review. So with that really kind of being said, let's just go ahead and get straight on into it. So, of course, as always, here's a quick look at the packaging. Nothing really too different to look at here. Of course, you got NASCAR Authentics, Winner Circle 45, Ross Chastain, 2024 Wave 4 race version. And of course, you can see the truck right there in the parcel or in the package. Of course, here's the rest of the wave. We have almost all of the cars from this wave except for Denny Hamlin's Express Oil Change Bristol win. I do not have that yet. And then I also don't have Kyle Larson's Kansas win, which I will not do a review on. So yeah, that's quite a few Larson race wins that I'm skipping out on because he keeps winning in the same damn HendrickCars.com scheme. So with that really kind of being said, let's go ahead and open this car up. As always, of course, I did look around with this car first to see if there was anything of note in terms of, like, I don't know, anything like damage and stuff like that, as I'm having a hard time trying to get this car out of the parcel. Here's the card, and then here is the diecast itself. So, I'm going to be saving this because, for those who are not well aware, I am in fact a Ross Chastain fan. So, this is a diecast I'm going to be keeping in its box. So yeah, so let's go ahead and move the camera here a little bit more better. And let's have a look at the diecast itself. So yes, we have a Ross Chastain Truck Series win. It's been nearly 5 or so years since we've had a Chastain truck win. Of course, the last one we got was of his first Truck Series win, which was at Kansas back in 2019. And ever since then, you know, we haven't had one ever since. Mostly because either they got canceled or, yeah, basically that's mostly the reason why. Just because they get canceled. And you know, Chastain hasn't really won much in the Truck Series ever since really his 2019 season. His only, like, wins as a quote-unquote bushwhacker was Charlotte 2022, which we never got a diecast of. Really sad noises. And of course, you know, we have this one, which of course is from more recently. I was pretty disappointed when this car got canceled in the Gold Series, but fortunately enough, though, it got saved in the Authentics line, and I gotta say, which I'm not really surprised about because Ross Chastain is a fairly popular driver, and if you've really kind of been noticing with these Winner Circle Authentics cars, they really usually tend to kind of release, they really kind of went for this car, or for this truck, rather than like a Corey Heim diecast, which, yeah, Cup drivers, they sell. Corey Heim, he just doesn't sell, which is why most of his race wins just get canned in the Gold Series. So that's why. But anyways, here is a closer look at the truck itself. Pretty much a white and blue truck going on here. Now this is the Buckle Up South Carolina Click It Don't Risk It. Yeah, that's the full name of the sponsor. Is the Buckle Up South Carolina Click It Don't Risk It car, which, by the way, Click It, Don't Risk It, they did sponsor this race. It was the, the full name is the Buckle Up South Carolina 200 winner. Yeah, that's basically is the sponsor of the race. So yeah, they made a really great investment. And basically, you know, Ross Chastain, has been doing this really lately where, yeah, you know, he partners up with South Carolina and stuff like that and runs. Of course, you can, like, protect your melon and all that sort of stuff, which I believe is on this truck somewhere, and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, what a really nice looking truck this is. Now, this isn't a throwback. This was run during the throwback weekend, and, yeah, it's not a throwback, but it's still really cool to get. And, yeah, we don't really typically get a lot of the Nice Motorsport trucks either. So, this is, like, the second one. So, really cool. Alrighty, but with that really kind of being said, let's just go ahead and get down to the sponsors. On the windshield banner, it says Craftsman right there. On the hood, you got Buckle Up South Carolina. Click it, don't risk it. You, of course, got the outline for the South Carolina. Yeah, like an outline of the map of the state of South Carolina. Of course, here is the squished up Silverado front nose. Of course, you got, well, fuck. I did that earlier today with like a Tootsie Roll, and yeah, it fell on the floor. I'm like, damn it. Alright, so I don't think I damaged the car or anything like that. No, I don't think I did. That's a fail. We'll leave that in though. Okay, you got 45 ARP Sonungo Simpson. You got Nice right down there. ARP, the same stuff right there. I guess we'll go to this side since that side does have the big old display thing. Goodyear Eagle tires right there, the white lettering. You got the rest of the contingencies right here. Really cool to see that. You got the old school NASCAR International logo. Number 45, Buckle Up South Carolina. You got Ross Chastain's name right there on the name rail. Going down to the V-post, of course, you got the Chevrolet, Nice. Can't tell what that is, Mobile One. Kind of funny how he has that because Trackhouse is sponsored by Quaker State, so kind of weird how it has that. Yeah, kind of weird. You'd think maybe they replace it with Quaker State, but I guess Quaker State just doesn't really care. Chastain, Chevrolet, Mobile One. Like I said, really weird because Chastain, again, in Cup, is sponsored by Quaker State. Like, I don't... If you want to see if he is, here's a Cup car. See, there's Quaker State right there, so that's just... really weird, you know, all things considered. You also got Florida, the Florida Watermelon Association, because of course he's a watermelon farmer from Florida. Buckle up, South Carolina, click it, don't risk it. And you got the Florida Watermelon Association stuff right there. Silverado, Chevrolet, 45. Yeah, I think I did damage the truck a little bit. That's from me dropping it, so don't think that Lionel fucked it up. And, of course, that's what it looks like underneath. So, there you go. But now let's go ahead and look at the race win damage. It is a fairly damaged truck here. So, let's kind of go ahead and look at it. So, of course, you can see the windshield banner. Of course, you can see some of the details right here. You got this really cool print right here with the windshield banner. Really cool right there. You got tear-offs right there. Of course, you have rubber buildup right here on the front. You got that carbon fiber splitter looking really cool. On the side here, you of course got a little bit more damage here and there. You got the, what would you call it? Some of the tire or burnout buildup right there. Got some more damage on the side right here. Looking on the back, it looks really dirty for the most part. See some more rubber buildup or more dirt and grime. Of course, you got a tire donut down there, looking really nice. Some more damage right here, and it's a little bit dirty of the front here. But yeah, for the most part, a really cool looking race win. I mean, it's not fairly, well, you can't see the race win damage, but it's not too beat up. It is certainly better than the, what'd you call it, from the Kyle Busch, that Kyle Busch truck race win, the Texas one. It's certainly better than the Atlanta and the Texas one. Of course, with all these Winter Circle cars, you have the card right here. Of course, you see Ross Chastain. Of course, the Buckle Up South Carolina 200 winner, May 10th, 2024, Darlington, South Carolina. Of course, see there's a picture of Ross, the boss Chastain, alongside with the trophy. Really enough, this was his first win with at Darlington. It's funny because Darlington's like one of his better tracks, and It's unfortunate he never gets to run all that good, but it's really good to see him here. So, here is the stats for the race. Time of race, 2 hours and 33 seconds. Started position was 6. Total of laps, 150. Number of caution, 7 for 37 laps. Laps led by winner, 3. Margin of victory, 0.3, 15 seconds. He basically stole this win from, like, Ty Majeski in this race, and then he basically just went along and stuff like that. So, yeah, really, really neat stuff right here. Yeah, really cool stuff right here, though. So, that's really going to do it for this review, guys. I hope all of you enjoyed it. I know that there hasn't really been too many reviews. I am sorry about that. There hasn't really been too many diecasts, and I am planning to do more other content than just the NASCAR stuff. I have some Marvel Legends videos planned and some other like action figure videos planned out, but we'll see how well they'll go. But yeah, so I hope all of you enjoyed this review. If you did, of course, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for 700 subscribers. That's a pretty big milestone. And yeah, with that really kind of being said, I will see all of you in the next video.